All right, welcome back. We're about to take a dive into the fake Bitcoin, how this woman scammed the world, then vanished.
Hi, welcome to another Cold Fusion video. Dr. Ruja Ignatova may not be a household name, but among a certain following, she's a superstar. She was the founder and the face of the cryptocurrency OneCoin. It was dubbed to be the Bitcoin killer and promised to revolutionize the way we see money.
The Bitcoin killer. Yeah, sure killed something, alright. Killed a lot of people's bank accounts.
Dr. Ruja toured the world speaking to crowds of people at sold-out venues about how OneCoin was like Bitcoin, but bigger, better, and easier to use. On the back of OneCoin and the 3 million people who invested, Dr. Ruja reached fame and fortune. But suddenly, in late 2017, she disappeared without a trace.
Big surprise, disappeared without a trace. We've seen that before.
Where did she go? What happened? What was later uncovered was a story of greed, deceit, fraud, and an international scam worth $15 billion.
$15 billion. The one coin fraud. Crazy.
You are watching Cold Fusion TV.
Stepping on stage to a packed-out crowd in 2016, a then 36-year-old crypto founder was welcomed with cheers and applause from endearing fans. The song, "This Woman Is on Fire," echoed through the Wembley Arena. While the lady who stood on stage was a superstar of sorts, she wasn't a pop singer. It was none other than Dr. Ruja Ignatova, the founder of OneCoin and one of the leaders of the global cryptocurrency movement. Though unbeknown to the cheering masses, just a year later, she would be on the missing persons list.
Missing persons list.
Dr. Ruja was a commanding figure. She was extremely intelligent and knowledgeable, and was said to make high-level bankers look like fools. Her arguments were centered around many of the same ideologies that the wider crypto movement was based on. The idea that traditional banks and governments had too much power when it came to currency, and that it was time for a revolution to democratize money. That is, give the power back to the people. On the back of the 2008 global financial crisis, a lot of people were willing to listen. And rightly so. On these points, she was actually right. The OneCoin founder went on to blame the greed of the big banks for the financial crisis, and ultimately proclaimed that the current system was old and outdated, and that cryptocurrencies as a whole, and in particular OneCoin, would be the future. But it went deeper than that. As Dr. Ruja spoke to thousands of investors at Wembley
Damn, her coin was number 2.
Stadium, she spoke about joining not just a good investment, and not just a revolutionary global financial movement, but a family.
We will be the biggest out there, and we will write history. And the cryptocurrency community will have to rewrite philosophy.
You could tell she just doesn't know what she's saying right there. Ridiculous.
Nobody can compare to us. We have today the most users. We are the biggest crypto reserve currency out there. And to everybody who tells me that I violate the philosophy of cryptocurrency, guys, we are a bigger community. We decide what the philosophy of cryptocurrency is. In 2 years,
Man, she really knows how to work a crowd.
nobody will speak about Bitcoin anymore.
Investors became part of a network called OneLife. They would join WhatsApp groups with insider information, often being told to ignore the outside haters. They even had their own hand symbol, which people would use when meeting other members of OneLife.
Wow, they made it a whole cult. I mean, that's how you get people. Make them feel they're a part of something. You know, you just don't give them something. Be like, oh, here it is. No, make it feel like family.
Despite all of this, Dr. Ruja had the credentials to match her statements. She studied at Oxford, had a PhD, previously worked at McKinsey, which is a very exclusive global consulting group.
I mean, these people are usually smart who do these scams. You know, it's like people trust smart people or people with high-ranking jobs, but you know, they're people too.
OneCoin grew fast. Within 3 years of launching, there were over 3 million investors from around the world.
3 million from all over the world. All over the world.
Seminars popped up everywhere, from the United States, China, and the UK, all the way to African nations. Each event would at least show a video of Dr. Ruja when she was too busy to leave her home country of Bulgaria. Things were going great for OneCoin.
She's Bulgarian, huh?
Till late 2017. Though earlier in the year, some cracks were beginning to show. In April of 2017, Indian police arrested 18 people in Mumbai for trying to organize a OneCoin recruiting event. Though during the sting, $11 million was transferred out of bank accounts before the police could get to it.
11 million was transferred before police could get to it.
In all of this, what was Dr. Ruja going to do?
We know what she did. She went missing.
Dr. Ruja was scheduled to speak at a OneCoin seminar in Lisbon, Portugal, in October 2017. However, she didn't make it to the seminar. This was unusual, as her colleagues noted that she was extremely punctual. She would often refuse to attend meetings if the other parties were just a single minute late. Her colleagues
Sounds very, very strict there.
called her. No answer. No messages either. No one knew where she was.
Oh, yeah, I know where she went. She took that money and ran.
Being the head of a movement